Hey guys, welcome to Stream Space, or welcome back if you've been here before. We are doing a gaming pickup video. Now we've been slacking a little, streaming wise in general. So, anyways, we're gonna go over some of the cool things we picked up throughout the month. Or it's mainly through the month of September and a little bit of August. We kind of, like I said, we've been slacking a little bit in terms of the videos. We are trying to come at them from a more quality versus quantity perspective, though it would be ideal for us to do like once a month or something like that. But since that may not be an option, let's get into it. So the first one up I'm going to go over with you guys is these. Can't lug the whole PlayStation over, but I mean, that looks pretty damn good, I'd have to say. Those are some PlayStation 5 cover plates that I found for only $20 on Facebook Marketplace, which tells you that place is a gold mine for the if you're looking for specific things. You can usually go there and find some pretty cool stuff. Um, so I got those ones. I only spent $20, and fun fact is they are the OEM ones. They actually are the official PlayStation uh, uh, cover plates, so they're not a knockoff. They're the real deal. So it is amazing how much of a difference it makes, and it looks really cool when you own the actual controller that belongs to that set, which I do. When they first released the controllers, that was the first one I went right for. That one. I think I probably used that one more than my Spider-Man one, but anyways. Next up in the list is this. Now you're like, it's a gray box. Actually, this is a Advanced Warfare Xbox One. We only got this is again coming back to Marketplace as a treasure trove because we got this for $60. This is the 1 TB Advanced Warfare Edition. You can see it looks really cool all the way across. I bet the sound effects are even different. It's got emblems. It's got the Atlas symbol. It's got a QR code, but I don't know what it does. I don't plan on finding out. And then you got obviously your controller slash hard drive connector. Anyways, these machines are still very much a beast. They're still very, very common. Even my son is still running one. The One S really isn't that much of a step up. So, I mean, they're good looking consoles for what they are. I am really happy that I was able to find that one. Now, I thought I would go after the Halo ones because those are the ones I've always wanted. I had a Halo 4 Xbox One and everything. And then I got the Modern Warfare 3 edition of the 360 and I was like, "Ooh, I think these look way cooler. They're more unique, the sounds are cooler." Um, I'm also excited to add another Call of Duty Xbox to the collection. Anyways, oh, fun fact: if anybody has a complaint with the lighting, the ring light on my Kio camera is shot. It does not work anymore. I don't, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to dive into the list of games we've got behind us here. So we're going to start very first up with. I was particularly excited for this one because it is the first Legend of Zelda title where I'm going to get to play as Zelda from start to finish in an actual mainline adventure. So it's not like Smash Bros. Or, Hyrule Warriors, where sure you get to play as her. And I guess the story is fundamentally about, the prequel to, especially Age of Calamity, which is a prequel to Breath of the Wild. As fun as that is, when it comes to her, it's like you don't have to play as her. She's not her adventure, technically. You still could just play as Link the whole way through if you really wanted to. So this one's fun. You get to create all kinds of little creatures and items. They're called echoes. So as you learn them, you can use them throughout the game to complete puzzles and fight enemies. On top of the fact that you do obtain Link's fighting spirit with his sword, and you can run around and just wreck people with that instead. So you have a lot of options. It's a very unique type of gameplay. You'll use items and such to complete puzzles and traversal and all kinds of other stuff, but then when it's time to fight and throw down, you can summon some of the most annoying monsters in all of Legend of Zelda, throughout, from like moblins to snakes to keys. I was hated those things. Even the Zols, which there are like flaming ones and stuff that you could throw at people to light things on fire. It really adds a whole dimension, like a whole fresh dimension of combat to the more top down style Legend of Zelda games. Which honestly, I mean, these are the games that like that game style is what made Zelda famous. Especially from like the first one was like that. The second one they took more of an RPG esque like side scroller approach, which was still fun but very different. and then they came back to the regular style for Link's Awakening and A Link to the Past, and then they kind of kept that for the portable games, but made the mainline games 3D, which as fun as those are. I mean, it's kind of nice to dip back into this with Link's Awakening HD and Echoes of Wisdom. So very fun. I very highly recommend this if you're into the whole series. I'm curious to where this falls into the general timeline, and it looks like it's the original way back when map for the game. So because I'm a pre-order guy, I use that kind of as a way to back myself up if a game is not available easily through like Walmart and stuff, but also because occasionally you get something cool. So this is a limited edition art print. There are, I believe, only 7,000 of them. So we're gonna pop this open and see which one we got. There's 3 different prints. I think there's Zelda on Epona, and there's her looking over Hyrule. Which, I mean, ideally I would like that one, but beggars can't be choosers. We'll just whatever we get. It's kind of cool that you can still get the odd cool pre-order bonus, right? So let's dive in. Oh, okay, yeah, we got the one we wanted. I got the overlooking Hyrule one. Okay, here we go. So each one came with, you can see down here, there's a print. I am 6,010 out of 7,000. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, they each came with one. They all look really cool. It's kind of like when Hogwarts Legacy came out. You could play. You would get a metal print with it. That one was really cool. It was actually really high quality. It was nice to put that on my wall here. So next up is Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Now this is, I believe this is a remake. I'd have to double check my history on this one, but I just love Kirby games. They're ridiculous and whimsical and a lot of fun, and the music is usually pretty fire. Like, god damn. So that's the next one up in the list. I'm excited to kind of dive back into a Kirby game. So far, I think that's all the Switch Kirby's. That's Star Allies, Forgotten Land, and this one, Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Pretty excited for that. Next up, if you remember, we did a video a while back. I think it was roughly a year ago about some games getting damaged by a cat who still occupies this house. She's not been turned into violin string. Anyways, found some love for her at this point. She's not a terrible cat, but I mean, it just really sucked to have this happen. I was really mad about it back then, but a bunch of my games got damaged by the cat, and we've been slowly moving through a list of the games and replacing them with getting proper cases for them and such. One such game was Stardew Valley Collector's Edition. This is the one with comes with a CD and a bunch of other stuff. Unfortunately, we couldn't find a PS4 version, but we did come across an Xbox One version, which is perfectly acceptable. I just wanted the game back on the shelf with its proper case and everything. Comes with a CD, a map, and a bunch of other stuff. And even if this one doesn't have them, I'm going to port the PS1 over, the PS5 version over, and just maybe sell the game or something. It's kind of cool to have this back in the collection, at least in its full form. Next up, I played this start to finish with a friend for the most part. We have like one mission left to do, but I gotta say, this game, if you are having a bad day and you just need to take it out on something, the amount of just destruction and killing you can do in this game is like, it's more than like Doom in some areas. There's a lot of, it's just, you are a complete and utter powerhouse and you are just destroying everything. So it is a lot of fun, and it is a great game for some co-op. I'm not sure if it does couch co-op. I would actually be interested to see that. It looks like it's single player for yeah, it's single player for face to face, but you can do online co-op. So my friend just brought his laptop over and we played through the game, start till almost the last mission. We have to redo the last mission. We had a movie planned. It was kind of like a business social event. So, anyways, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. This has given me inspiration to actually play the first one, and we will actually probably be doing that as our next stream game to stream. We have that also on PC. We did end up getting that on PC. What I will do is I'm going to show you some of our cool acquisitions with Epic as well. So, last game in our list is kind of an oddball, and I didn't even know it existed, which is surprising because it was one of my favorite series from when I was a teenager. When the first one launched, I lost my mind because it was just so sleek and cool, and it was like an elegance to the vampire action horror genre, and that was Underworld: The Eternal War. I didn't know this game even existed, um, but I am excited to give it a try. This is, I think, a PAL version, but I mean, if you can get certain versions of your actually, I don't think it's PAL. It might not be PAL. Anyways, I still want to play it because I mean, it's Underworld. It's one of my favorite it's one of my favorite movies. So, um, lastly, and this is we'll cut over to a screen here. This is one that is free on Epic right now called Bear and Breakfast. It is a management sim where you're a bear who has opened a bed and breakfast, and there are not too many. I mean, I'm smiling because that's just such a ridiculous premise, and it is truly hilarious that they've made a full-on game about something like that. Anyways, I think I don't think I have any Steam things to show you guys today. Nothing that I've recently acquired, other than having Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which I mean obviously I just showed you on a different one. Just make sure that I got them all. Yep, we got. I showed you. I showed you all the recent things. So, anyways, that kind of does it for this video. Thanks for checking it out, guys. You can find me over on. Well, you're gonna be watching this on YouTube. But it's Pydera Space 74 for YouTube. Pydera _ 74 for Twitch. Yeah, check out our stuff. We got some more content coming up this week. We are going to probably do some Pokemon unpackaging for some of the more recent what are they called? Booster packs. I just lost my train of thought there. And this is ADHD in a nutshell. You lose your words in the middle of the sentence, in the middle of saying them, and it's probably the most frustrating thing in the world. Anyways, moving on from that, yeah. So find us over on YouTube, Pydera Space 74, over on Twitch, Pydera _ 74. There are a couple different ways you can support the channel. First and foremost, obviously, like, follow, subscribe, leave comments, talk to us. We talk back, sometimes with sass if it is applicable. So, good times. In addition to that, you can also go to w.gg. We actually have a partnership with them. If you use creator code Pydera74 with no spaces, you get 20% off your order, and I get a 10% cut of that order. So it kind of, you get a great energy drink, I get money. And I can go buy more energy drink with that money. So it ends up working out. They have a bunch of really good flavors. They got hoodies, hats, tumblers. They also have, and one of the tumblers I have is actually one of my favorite ones. So. And it is from them. Plenty of different flavors that you can choose from. My first personal favorite was either Dub Sludge or Galaxy Grenade. Fun names too, but essentially is a great premix. Add some water to your drink and or to your powder. I messed that up. I'm bad at this. You can tell I'm rusty. Anyways, go check that out. Use that. Get a discount. Get some good stuff. Pay me, please pay me. Next up, of course, is our tip link, which is straight through Streamlabs, and if you drop something there, we'll definitely throw you a shout out and give you a say in future content. I guess that's the most direct way to support the channel. Anyways, thanks for shouting out, guys. I'm gonna punch out. I have more stuff to film and more stuff to do. And I hope you enjoyed this, and we will hopefully catch us on stream playing a game. I'm not sure what we're going to play next. I think maybe it's coming time to finish Far Cry 6. We've only had that since it came out in 2022, I think. Anyways, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.